Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of XRP, taking a look at what's been going on most recently, what we think is likely to happen next, and all that wonderful stuff. As we get into the video, if you find it useful and informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out, link is in the description below. Let's make a start with this one. Some interesting developments on XRP. So here we have XRP paired up with USDT on the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 spot exchange. This is the 1 hour time frame, and we are of course using smart money concepts by 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 to kind of help us indicate big money movements in the XRP space. And it's interesting, right? Because we did see, and we were talking about a move to the upside. We saw this occur yesterday and actually kind of complete out, but we did also leave behind a fair value gap. This one that hasn't been filled anyway. There was another one a little bit higher, so we are talking about 47.331 to 48.142. Let's just jump over into 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. We'll go to trade, spot trade XRP. This will load up the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 trading view chart, along with the order books and everything else. So we're talking about the ability to have ourselves wedged in between two fair value gaps on the daily time frame. We have one on the small side, 43.14 and 43.761, and then one on the higher side at 53.843 and 56.181. Right, so we can see that we're basically in between these two ranges, but it's possible that we've actually found ourselves reversing from down here, and we've had a significant move to the upside. Okay, the upside move is obviously something that we'll talk about in a moment, but from our hourly time frame, the time frame that we were just on a second ago, I'll bring this up a little bit here. You can see that there were some fair value gaps that have been filled out, and then we filled out some of the other ones that were left behind, such as the one that was over here, and that's now being filled, and we've got this one left over this side. Now the fair value gaps, guys, are created from the imbalances in the order books. Essentially large orders come in, so let's go ahead and just highlight, it's not even on this one here, it's this one here. Let's go highlight this most recent one right here, right? So this particular fair value gap between 47.331 and 48.142, this is created from a large order, comes in at 47.33 cents, but it can't be filled. That order is so large it can't be filled at 47.331 cents. Instead, the price has to move to where the sellers are in order to be able to sell the XRP over to the person who's trying to buy it. And that doesn't occur until 48.142, and as such the gap gets left behind. So the gap itself represents a pocket in price where the market is illiquid, right? There's not enough buying and selling occurring within that little price range to basically fulfill the buy orders, right? And so price has to move accordingly. It goes in both directions, both movements to the upside and movements to the downside. And so when you have these fair value gaps, one of the things that we notice is that price action likes to go back down to where the gap is and fit it out. Now it's not a guarantee, it's just one of those phenomenons that we see in the space where the price just wants to go back down and naturally fill the space out, put liquidity where liquidity was not wasn't there, right? Wherever the liquidity wasn't. And so although not a guarantee, there's not a hard and fast rule to say price must go down and fill out all fair value gaps. It's something that we must note is something that is likely to occur. It's something that unfortunately we see it time and time again, that it's too much of a probability, it's such a high probability that it's likely to occur that you cannot ignore it. It's one of those kind of situations. And so we have this fair value gap, right? And so therefore our expectations are that we're probably going to be revisiting the low range of 47.331 at some point in the future. Okay. Now on 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 here, we have the ability to take a look at the trading view chart. We can draw on it and all our analysis stays there. We can see all the indicators like the stochastic RSI and all that kind of good stuff. But we also have the benefit of looking at the order books, right? And if we were to analyze these order books, we would be able to see the large orders that are coming in, right? 800,000 or 99,000 and stuff like that, right? XRP sell orders. And are they actually being met by larger buy orders, right? Is there enough buying pressure at the same point as the selling pressure? And of course you have the prices that they're going to be putting the bids in at. Now it's no guarantee that these orders are going to stay there, but it helps you understand, right? There's a buy order for 45,000 XRP, for example. Is there enough sell orders to fulfill that, for example? These are going to help you understand whether new fair value gaps are likely to get created. Okay, it takes a little bit of practice, can take a lot of time. to be analyzing the order books as well. But for the most part, you can see all these things right here on BitGet. So I would say again, if you haven't signed up to BitGet, what are you waiting for? The affiliate link is in the description below. If you're looking for an exchange that sells XRP on the spot, i.e. you can buy it and withdraw it, then why not check out BitGet? The affiliate link is in the description below. It's my go-to platform. I do all my leverage-based trading here. I do 90 to 95% of my spot trading on BitGet, where tokens are not available. I am forced to go to another exchange, but I am talking to BitGet and trying to get them to list as many of the coins and tokens that I'm interested in as possible, because it's always great to have more platforms to be able to kind of trade on should something happen to some of the other exchanges, as we have seen in the past. So if you haven't yet signed up to BitGet, check it out. The affiliate link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic platform, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. So why not check it out? Let's jump back down into the main charts, right? So obviously we saw that we have the fair value gaps that are getting created, but if we come over into our Elliott wave theory point of view, we're talking about a potential move to tap into this lower range, but actually we actually hit this low range on the A, and then we just started to really reverse up. So let's go ahead and correct some of this stuff out, because we have actually hit those higher expectations, but we just didn't have to go down as low as we were first maybe anticipating. So to me it looks like we have this high here being a potential diagonal, and this one over here being a potential wave 3. It is in fact what is going on. So it looks like a wave 1, wave 2, up here is a wave 3, potential wave 4, up into a wave 5. So it looks like we still have a little bit more to the upside. But again, this can invalidate very, very quickly. This is something that is not a guarantee. It is still possible that we are just a BC structure, even though it overextended. Okay, so we could be one of those. And that would basically just be A, B, and C. They're done. So for now, we should think that it is still a potential push up higher unless proven otherwise. So we will come to our expectations of this range here, 50 to 50.65, and that's going to be the range that we'll be kind of thinking about for that final movement. Now, invalidation, or what would break that structure, would be set down here at 47.6. Anything lower than 47.6, we're avoiding the idea that we're going up to this box here at 50 to 50.65. Okay, so helps you understand that kind of structure there as a potential either wave 3 or potential for it to be a 335. Okay, and let's go and check the idea of it being an impulsive movement. It would not hit an impulsive movement, so 335 is what it would be. Okay, so understanding that this structure here, if it does move up into this range, is simply the end of a C wave pattern. You'd be done at that point, and we would expect a correction to the downside from there, at least on the 1 hour time frames. Moving over to the daily time frames, things are pretty much aggressively moving towards our kind of expectations, right? We can see here that our first kind of major daily move is to look and target out 61.78 to 66.65. This is different to the hourly time frame. The hourly time frame is really tracking all those micro movements, right? But if the daily time frame, if you've got a longer time horizon, something that's going to play out in weeks, right? You can take a few weeks to get there, but ultimately we're looking at 61.78 to 66.65 eventually. That's the kind of target range that we're looking for to get us up to on XRP. Then from there, we'll probably have a small move to the downside before we target up into the 79.91 and 93.76 cent range, which is a larger C wave pattern. That will take again weeks into months to play out, but again it is there, and it's an interesting one to kind of keep an eye on and tracking. But for the most part, as you can kind of see on this time frame, XRP is in a reasonably good position. It is currently just in a ranging market, kind of coiling up, but we are expecting breaks to the upside on this one in the near horizon. But that won't happen instantaneously. You will see the occasional move to the downside on those smaller time frames. I think they should be expected. Guys, I'm going to leave this video right there. If you have found it useful and informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done out of the way, guys, hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
We are not financial advisors. None of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.